boys and girls, we have some birthdays this week. So if you have a birthday this week, happy birthday from GFBC Kids. Hey boys and girls, thank you for joining us as we escape from an ordinary life into an extraordinary life. We're going to review our clues from the past couple days. We have clue 19, our clue 1, and we have clue 21, our clue 2. So today we're going to find a new clue, and it's going to be the best clue yet. So the big idea for today is God is in control, not us. That makes me feel a lot better because I know I cannot control anything at all. I can barely get through this video, but with the Lord's strength, guess what? I'm doing it. So remember, God is in control, not me. God is in control, not me. Let's do it again. God is in control, not me. So all week long, this is our escape room, and we're going to break out of it. Not really break out of this room, but break out of our ordinary lives because God has an extraordinary plan for our life. Today we're going to talk about control, and we're going to use this toy car to help us understand it a little bit better. We're going to pretend like this toy car is something we want to control, whether it's your grades or how your brother and sister treats you, or whether your parents let you have a spend the night party that you've been begging for lately. So I can take this car, and if I want to make it go all the way to the end of the table, I can push it as hard as I want to. But the problem is it might go off on the other side, or it might not make it there. I just can't control it the way I want it to. This is a controller. It helps me control the car. God is sort of like a controller. He can help us get to places we want to go, or that He wants us to go safely, kind of like me in this car. If I want the car to go to the end of the table without using my hand, that way I can ensure it doesn't go all the way off and plummet to the bottom, I can use this. Well, God's a little bit better than I am because He's God. But just like I'm able to control this car, God is able to determine our paths, except He can get us there safely. So you guys remember our last two clues. We had 19 and 21, and I think I see something over here. It's the word pride and a line, but it has 19. 19 was already one of our clues. I wonder if it's a clue for today. What do you guys think? I don't know, we'll find out. But here's another line. They're everywhere. It's like Pride Rock around here. Oh, here's another one. And another one. Getting too old to be on the floor. And another one. Wow, that's like 6 lines. And another one. Good grief. And another one. And another one. Do you guys see any lines? This is crazy. How many we got so far? 3, 6, 8. I wonder how many more lines there are. Here's another one. And another one. This guy's been hanging out a while, huh? And another one. How many more there could be in here? I don't know. Let's see how many we got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is crazy. Where could 14? Oh my goodness. There's lines everywhere. I wonder where there's more. Here's another one. Oh my gracious, there are lines everywhere. It's like a lion's den. Oh my goodness. Another one. We have 18 lions. Oh my goodness. And here's another one. Oh, it says 19. I bet this is the last clue. Oh my goodness. 19 lions. And 19 for our third clue. I think I'm gonna have to think about this a bit. So now it's time for our memory verse. Let me describe my Bible. I can't find it. It was right here. Have you seen it? There's no shelf here. There it is. Got the cross. All right, so I'm gonna open our Bible up to Colossians 1:13. And it says, He has saved us from the kingdom of darkness. He has brought us into the kingdom of the Son He loves. Again, that was Colossians 1:13. So as we learn how to lead extraordinary lives and take our life from ordinary to extraordinary with God's help, we're going to learn about somebody else. We're going to learn about Daniel. Daniel, who was thrown into a lion's den, hence our lions, and we're in the lion's den today. But Daniel was thrown into the lion's den because of his love for God. But when we love God and God is in control of our lives, guess what? He protects us and He takes us to the places He wants us to go. So God already knew that Daniel was going to be thrown into the lion's den. So what did God do? As I just said, He protected him. And Daniel couldn't use his own strength to break out. Luckily, once again, God was in control of Daniel's life. So God used His own strength to get Daniel out of the lion's den. Daniel was very scared, I'm sure. I mean, you've been to the zoo and seen those hungry lions? Could you imagine being in a whole den of them? So because God was in control and Daniel allowed God to be in control of his life, because of Daniel's love for God and God's love for Daniel, God was able to rescue Daniel out of the lion's den. Thank you, boys and girls, for being here as we learned about how God is in control and not us. God is in control, not you. God is in control, not me. But God is in control. So we're going to take our clue that we found today. We're going to stick it up here. Clue number 3. So we have 19, 21, and 19. Do you think 21 could be next again? Tune in next week and we're going to find out. Time for our review game. Let's start with number 1. Where else will we start? Number 1. Blank times a day, Daniel prayed, giving thanks to God. The answer is 3. 3 times a day, Daniel prayed, giving thanks to God. Number 2. The king gave orders for Daniel to be thrown into a den of pigs? Nope, wasn't that. A den of lions. Number 3. God sent an blank to close the lion's mouth. God sent what? He sent an angel. God sent an angel to close the lion's mouth. Number 4. When King Darius saw that God was in control, he issued a blank, letting the entire kingdom know about God's greatness. What did he issue? He issued a decree. King Darius issued a decree when he saw God was in control. Question number 5. On day 1, we learned that God has a blank for me. What is the answer? God has a plan for me. He has a plan for me. He has a plan for you. He has a plan for everyone. And question number 6. On day 2, we learned that God loves us and blanks me. What does God do? He forgives me. On day 2, we learned that God loves and forgives me.